And just like that, EJ looks to be trying to kill two birds with one stone on Days of Our Lives. On Wednesday, Jada and Belle finally watched the memory card footage, only to see Chanel threatening EJ's life in clearly edited footage. Well, it's clear to us because we saw what really happened, but it sure looks damning for Chanel. The thing is, by throwing Chanel under the bus as a suspect in his shooting, EJ's not just hoping to get Johnny off, but pull him squarely into the Dimera fold. He's a good enough lawyer to know that this new evidence won't necessarily result in Chanel being charged and convicted for his shooting, but it could cast reasonable doubt that Johnny did it. And as he made clear after his talk with Tony, he's also very much aware that it could do serious damage to Johnny and Chanel's marriage. If doubt about his own wife starts creeping into Johnny's mind, it could be tough to potentially undermining his son's marriage to keep him out of jail is a choice. But if their marriage does implode, who would Johnny have left to turn to but his dad, who stuck with him even when he thought his son tried to murder him? It could be a win-win for EJ if it doesn't blow up in his face. Once Johnny's in the clear and forced back home, EJ may be able to convince Tony to give him a chance as Dimera CEO. And more importantly to that plan, if he's convinced to renew his loyalty to his family, Johnny could be convinced to give it a try. And his position in Titan, Dimera, could dovetail perfectly with Tony's plan to find someone working for Xander and Philip to undermine and sabotage them. Johnny's always tried going his own way and staying out of his family drama, but this may be EJ's best chance to finally mold him into a true Dimera heir. The one problem? EJ's real shooter is still out there. Sooner or later, we're going to figure out who did it, and once we, and everyone in Salem, knows, EJ's machinations may just crumble under the truth of what happened. If Johnny has no reason to doubt Chanel, their marriage shouldn't be in trouble. And if EJ's manipulation of the truth comes to light, not only will he be in legal trouble, but Johnny could turn on his dad once again. Days of Our Lives, spoilers for the week of July 14th, 18, reveal that Sophia Choi will prepare for her next baby trick, while Holly Jonas and Ari Horton disappear. Sarah Kyriakis' plan could also backfire, so let's discuss all the dual drama that's brewing. For starters, Sarah knows Xander Kyriakis is ready to play dirty when it comes to the custody feud. That's why Bonnie Kyriakis has encouraged Sarah to play dirty. Sarah may fail to get Philip Kyriakis to change his story when it comes to the attack that nearly killed him. Xander might realize Sarah is making some new moves to try and put him in prison, so her efforts could bring some backlash. In the end, Sarah may make Xander even more convinced that he has to sink to sinister levels to score custody of Victoria Kyriakis. As for Doug Williams III, he may struggle with regrets now that he's hooked up with Ari again. Doug is supposed to be staying away from both Ari and Holly to protect them, but it's too late for that anyway. Days spoilers say Holly and Ari will be targeted by the loan shark goons, so they'll disappear, presumably while they're on this senior lake trip that they've been planning. While Doug gets some kidnapping updates and scrambles to fix this, Sophia will get the green light from Melinda Trask and move ahead with her next baby deception step. Sophia will dupe Tate Black into thinking she gave birth and let the adoptive parents she found take the baby home right away. Days spoilers say Sophia will even lie about the baby's gender, so Tate will get tricked on plenty of levels. Although Tate and Brady Black may be suspicious of Sophia's version of events, Melinda will provide all the necessary documentation to help her sell this fake adoption. Meanwhile, Days spoilers say Leo Stark and Javi Hernandez will continue growing closer to Tesoro as they care for him at the Hernandez house. Of course, Javi and Leo will still have no clue that they're actually looking after Sophia and Tate's baby boy. Things may work out well for Sophia, since Tate will be distracted over Holly and Ari's double abduction news soon. Tate will demand answers from Doug, who'll try to throw him out and launch a physical fight in the process. Days of Our Lives spoilers say the week of July 14th, 18 will bring some disturbing discoveries and angry showdowns, so stay tuned. Salem's most charming schemer, Leo Stark, is back in the spotlight as old sins resurface, and fans question whether the notorious troublemaker has really turned over a new leaf. Since first appearing on Days of Our Lives in 2018, Leo Stark, played by Greg Raycart, has made quite the impression in Salem. Known for his outrageous antics, biting wit, and morally gray behavior, Leo's colorful history includes manipulating relationships, causing scandals, and betraying those closest to him. Yet through it all, he's remained oddly likable, a blend of humor and heartache that keeps viewers watching. Before Leo's days in Salem, Ricart spent years portraying the scheming Kevin Fisher on The Young and the Restless, but many fans now say that Leo, with his theatrical flair and emotional depth, has become the more compelling role. Leo's early storyline involved being hired by Vivian Alamain to seduce Sonny Kyriakis, an act that cost Sonny his CEO position at Titan Industries. Over the years, Leo tormented Sonny, Will Horton, and many others, leaving a trail of chaos. However, in recent episodes, Leo seems to be attempting a transformation. From con artist to caring companion, signs of change, or just smoke and mirrors. In the past year and a half, Leo has shown signs of reform. After a deeply personal betrayal, sleeping with the husband of his best friend Gwen Rizchech, Leo began a journey of self-reflection. That particular act of disloyalty, fans argue, was more damning than his earlier schemes, as it betrayed not just a stranger, but someone he loved and trusted. His turn toward redemption includes seeking therapy with Dr. Marlena Evans and pursuing a more respectable career. He convinced Chad DiMera to let him swap gossip columns for serious journalism at The Spectator. His recent work even included a heartfelt obituary for John Black, showcasing a more introspective side of Leo. Yet Gwen's return has stirred the waters. Her presence in Salem is forcing Leo to confront the parts of his past he'd rather forget. And she hasn't hesitated to remind Leo's current boyfriend, Javi Hernandez, of those old misdeeds. Leo's current relationship with Javi appears to be a stabilizing force. Alongside Javi and Rafe Hernandez, he's helping raise baby Tasto, the son of Sophia and Tate. The care and warmth Leo shows in this new role have revealed a softer side, one that's even earned praise from Gabby, who was once strongly against him. Still, Gwen's words have planted seeds of doubt. Javi has learned about more of Leo's past than he bargained for, including Leo's betrayal of Gwen. And while Javi continues to love Leo, he struggles to reconcile the man he knows today with the man Leo used to be. The pressure is mounting. Gwen is here to stay, unlike Will Horton, whose brief return also stirred old emotions for Leo. This time, the reminder of past transgressions won't fade easily. Leo's sense of unworthiness is starting to show. He's even questioning whether he deserves to be a part of baby Tasto's life as a gunkle. But perhaps the love he's found, and the self-awareness he's gained, can keep him on the right path. Leo Stark's journey raises the timeless question: can a person truly change? He wasn't raised with good role models. His toxic relationship with his mother, Diana Colville, and an abusive father left emotional scars. And when he briefly believed John Black was his father, Leo hoped for a fresh start, only to be crushed when Diana revealed it was a lie. Despite past mistakes, Leo has made strides. He tried to make amends with Will. He wants to return Julie's stolen necklace. He's striving to become someone better, not just for Javi, but for himself and the people he's wronged. Whether Gwen can forgive him remains to be seen. But even longtime skeptics like Chad and Gabby are starting to see a different side of Leo. Maybe, just maybe, he's finally ready to leave the schemer behind. As Leo navigates the trials of love, friendship, and forgiveness, fans of Days of Our Lives will be watching closely to see whether this flamboyant character is truly on the road to redemption, or just hiding his tricks beneath a polished exterior. In the ever-turbulent world of Days of Our Lives, few characters have touched hearts as deeply as Marlena Evans. Portrayed by the iconic Deidre Hall since 1976, Marlena has long stood as the emotional anchor of Salem, resilient, wise, and unwavering in the face of chaos. But as recent episodes unfold, viewers are left wondering, is Marlena's time in Salem coming to a close? The recent death of John Black, Marlena's lifelong partner and soulmate, has shattered her world, and potentially her health. For decades, Marlena and John, affectionately known to fans as Jarena, weathered countless trials. demonic possession, betrayals, near-death experiences, and more. But John's sudden passing has plunged Marlena into a grief so deep that it's starting to manifest physically. Once poised and strong, Marlena is now battling spells of dizziness, fatigue, and visible disorientation. Scenes have shown her struggling to stand, gripping chairs for balance, and brushing off concern with a faint smile. But for fans, and her daughter Belle Black Brady, these are signs that something is seriously wrong. Belle's growing concern for her mother is becoming central to the storyline. Despite Marlena's repeated insistence that she's fine, Belle sees through the facade. In one emotional moment, Belle begs her mother to be honest about her health. Marlena assures her that recent blood tests, conducted by Dr. Sarah Horton, came back normal. But Belle and many fans remain unconvinced. After all, in the world of Salem, normal test results often precede shocking revelations. Could there be a rare illness lurking beneath the surface? Or could Marlena's deteriorating state be the emotional result of John's death, her heartbreak manifesting as real physical symptoms? The buzz surrounding Marlena's health has ignited speculation about Deidre Hall's future on the show. With nearly 5 decades of unforgettable moments, Hall's portrayal of Marlena has become synonymous with Days of Our Lives. From her work as a compassionate psychiatrist to her romantic adventures with John Black, Marlena has remained a steady, beloved presence in Salem. Fans have taken to social media, with many fearing that the writers are preparing for a farewell. "If Deidre Hall leaves, I don't know if I can keep watching," one viewer tweeted. Marlena is the heart of the show. Some are holding out hope that Marlena's current struggles are just a dramatic detour, one that will lead to a miraculous recovery or even a shocking plot twist. After all, in Salem, death is rarely permanent. Could John Black return from the dead to save her just in time? Marlena is more than a character. She is a pillar of the Days of Our Lives universe. Over the years, she's survived serial killers, plane crashes, and poisonings. Her unwavering compassion has helped countless characters, from Sammy Brady to Will Horton, navigate their darkest hours. Her love story with John Black, full of passion and perseverance, has defined the genre for generations. Their moments together, wedding vows, tearful reunions, quiet strength, remain etched in fans' memories. If this is truly the end of Marlena's journey, Salem will lose more than a doctor. It will lose its conscience, its comfort, and its core. As the mystery surrounding Marlena's health deepens, possibilities swirl. Could this be the prelude to an emotional send-off? Or is it all a setup for another dramatic twist? Perhaps a hidden illness, a sinister plot by the Damaras, or a long-buried secret coming to light. Some fans speculate that Marlena's current crisis could pave the way for healing and redemption, not just for herself, but for the relationships around her. Belle's role may grow stronger as she fights to uncover the truth, and perhaps, just perhaps, there's a chance for a miraculous John Black return that turns everything around. If Marlena exits, the ripple effect will be massive. Belle, already reeling from her father's death, could be left devastated. Characters like Brady Black, Roman Brady, and Kate Roberts would have to navigate a Salem without Marlena's grounding presence. And for the fans, many of whom have watched the show for decades, her loss would be deeply felt. "She's the reason I've watched for 30 years, one longtime viewer wrote. Another echoed, "No one can replace her." As we await the next chapter in this gripping storyline, one thing is certain. Marlena Evans and Deidre Hall have left an indelible mark on Days of Our Lives. Whether this is the end of an era or the start of something new, the love from fans is unwavering. Do you believe Marlena's health scare signals her farewell? Or do you expect a miracle in true Salem fashion? Share your thoughts, theories, and favorite Marlena moments on social media. In the world of Days, anything is possible. Days of Our Lives stars have received nominations for the 52nd Annual Daytime Emmy Awards. Soap Central has the details on which of your favorites in Salem have received nods, as well as in what other categories the Peacock soap opera has been nominated. In the Outstanding Lead Performance in a Daytime Drama Series, actor Days. Actors Eric Martsolf, Paul Telfer, and Greg Rickhart have all been nominated. Their competition includes Dominic Zamprogna and Peter Bergman, a 3-time Daytime Emmy winner in this category. Days was acknowledged with 2 nominations in the category of Outstanding Supporting Performance in a Daytime Drama Series, Actress. Lindsay Godfrey and Emily O'Brien are in the category, along with GH's Kate Mansi and Y&R actresses Susan Walters and Courtney Hope, who won in this category in 2024. Blake Bears' character, Everett Lynch, may have gone to that great soap in the sky, but his portrayer was honored with a nomination in the category of Outstanding Supporting Performance in a Drama Series, Lead Actor. His fellow nominees include GH's Taj Bello, Gregory Harrison, and Jonathan Jackson, and Y&R's Michael Grazietti. Days is also nominated for Outstanding Drama Series, Outstanding Directing Team for a Drama Series, and Outstanding Writing Team for a Drama Series. The show swept in these categories in 2018. James Reynolds and Greg Vaughn also took home gold that year in the categories of, respectively, Outstanding Lead Actor in a Drama Series and Outstanding Supporting Actor in a Drama Series. Days has won the award for Outstanding Drama Series 4 times since the awards began in 1974. The late MacDonald Carey won 2 awards for Outstanding Lead Actor in a Drama Series. Suzanne Rogers is the inaugural champion in the category of Outstanding Supporting Actress in a Drama Series in 1978. In 2018, Susan Seaforth Hayes and Bill Hayes were honored with the Lifetime Achievement Award at the Daytime Emmys. In 2022, John Aniston was presented with the Lifetime Achievement Award at the Daytime Emmys. Days of Our Lives is also nominated in the categories of Outstanding Lighting Direction and Outstanding Casting. Here are your Days of Our Lives spoilers for Friday, July 11th, 2025. After seeing the memory card show Chanel lay into EJ the night he was shot and threatening his life, Jada insists that she has to question Chanel. Paulina agrees it must be done, but she hates doing this to her daughter. When Chanel gets down to the station, arguments ensue with Paulina doing her best to defend her daughter. Jada finally gets Chanel alone, where she defends herself. Yes, she did say those words to EJ, as they can see on the video, but she insists she did not take Roman's gun and try to kill him after she initially walked out. Can Chanel talk her way out of this one? If anything, this proves that other people were after EJ that night, which is what Belle and Jada wanted to find. But it implicates Johnny's wife. Chanel wanted to do whatever she could to help Johnny, but she didn't think she would become another suspect. Sarah is determined to get to the truth once and for all, so she pays a visit to the Titan offices, where she finds Xander and Philip arguing once again. That is all they do, so this should be nothing new. She plays referee for a bit, before finally getting Philip alone. Sarah does her best to get Philip to tell her what really happened the night of his beating. He still claims that Xander isn't the culprit, but Sarah doesn't believe him. Will Philip crack and tell the truth, which would risk Titan's reputation even more? He is determined to save Victor's company, and letting Xander go free is the best way to do it. Plus, he doesn't want the truth out there about the letter out there, or he could be in legal trouble. Sarah just wants the whole truth so she can decide what to do about custody of Victoria. But will Philip give it to her or lie some more? Welcome to the Days of Our Lives Daily YAPP for a quick, and by that I mean you're already halfway done, recap of the most amazing or what the heck did we just watch moments on today's episode. Let's get to it. It's been less than 2 years since Gwen Rizchek left Salem for the high life in Europe. But Days of Our Lives seems to think it has been much longer because it spent the last few days giving us a refresher course on her life. On Tuesday, we got to learn all about her beef with Leo, that they grew up together, and why they had a nasty falling out right before she skipped town in 2023. On Wednesday was a primer about her life with Xander, how it began, and how it ended in heartbreak for Gwen more than it did for Xander. On Thursday, we got a reminder of where Gwen really came from when JJ paid his sister a visit and oddly called her sis when they had barely even met. They may have had a handful of encounters before Abigail died, but that was about it. But the scenes served as a way to remind the audience of Gwen's sob story upbringing. She didn't have the love of her father, so of course, she turned out this way. Yes, She also grew up as an orphan in a group home, but JJ was not having it with her sob story. He told her to get over herself and figure out a way to make amends with their father rather than pitying herself. JJ was right, and at least Days fans now have the perfect Gwen primer, whether it was needed or not. Want more details? We got you! Soap Central has the best full duel recaps on the internet. You can even go back over 30 years and read each and every one of them. If you can't wait until the next episode, we have daily spoilers too. And whatever you do this weekend, do not. Seriously, do not. Forget to read the 2 scoops for some laughs in the as close as we can come to being a watching party without actually being a show. And the best part is, if you agree or disagree, we want to know. As always, share your comments below. Today is premiere day for the Greg Ricart and Rebecca Budig, hosted Chatfest Soapy, and we've got an exclusive first look at the new CBS podcast series. In the clip, the 2 veteran stars explain their off-camera history and demonstrate the chemistry that made them the perfect choice as hosts. While both have a long history with CBS, she kicked off her soap career on the network's guiding light with a 1995-98 run as Michelle Bauer, while he made his Genoa City debut in 2003. The 2 share a real-life bond that also stretches back many years. It all started because we were neighbors, Budig says at the beginning of the clip. We were neighbors for almost 20 years, chimes in Ricart. Yeah, who knew when I met you that this is where we would be today? She marvels. Recounting the story of their first meeting, Budig continues, I would see you at the Emmys occasionally, and I remember we said something to each other. This was before we really got to know each other. Ricart jumps in and jokes. What did you say to me? Do you remember? I love you, you're amazing. Budig concurs that her first words to him had been along the lines of, I love your work. Ricart then invites Budig, who he affectionately refers to as Becky Joe, to tell the audience what happened when you were driving past my house. From there, Budig explains that while on the hunt for a new house, she drove by Ricart's place. I see this guy hosing his sidewalk or his garden. I don't know what he was doing, she says. And I see him and I go, wait a minute, that's Greg Ricart. She describes that she rolled down her window and noticed a for sale sign on the property, then called out to Ricart. I was like, Greg, Rebecca, remember me? From All My Children, where she played Greenlee? Ricart interjects, yeah, and I was like, hey, can you stop stalking me? This is my home. Budig cracks up as she recounts asking Ricart if the house was his, which he confirmed it was. Ricart explains how the house had been on the market for a month, and on the advice of his realtor, they'd put showings on pause. So, the house was a mess, he notes. There was laundry piled up on the floor. Cat manure, Budig adds. Manure, teases Ricart. Cat litter, Budig corrects herself. Ricart and Budig howl as they recall how right when they walked in for Ricart to give her a tour of the home, it's as if my old cat Zoe had said, now's the time I'm going to take a giant dump. Given the less than ideal presentation, Ricart says, he was thinking to himself, she's never going to be into this house. It's a mess. It smells like cat's tea. And I bought it, picks up Budig as they laugh again. What does that say about me? Budig concludes. And so, that started our relationship. Ricart lived next door to the house he sold to Budig. We were neighbors for a long time, he notes. Soapy promises more opportunities for the actors to show off their fun real-life dynamic as they get up close and personal with a wide array of guests from the world of daytime, a list that includes such soap luminaries as Eric Braeden, Deidre Hall, Laura Lee Bell, Maurice Bernard, Scott Clifton, Carla Mosey, Lawrence St. Victor, Melody Thomas Scott, Heather Tom, Tamara Tooney, and more. Check out the actors' hilarious repartee for yourself in the clip below, and catch new episodes of Soapy every week through Tuesday, September 30, in both audio and video formats, available to listen to wherever you find your favorite audio podcasts or to watch on the official CBS YouTube channel.